Enter the Lab, episode number 2. We are live. Elvis, Escobar, Fort Sama. What's up, man?
What's good, man? We back.
We back again, baby. First and foremost, want to shout out everybody. Not that we pay too much attention to, who views and who shows support, but we got a lot of support on audio and YouTube. So definitely, we appreciate people for tuning in before we started this rebranded podcast, and especially now. It was definitely felt good to be back after a month and a half not recording, and then kind of people reaching out and showing love. So I don't know if you felt the same on your end.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of weird not after we were recording every week, not to record for so long. I'm glad we're back, man. I definitely missed it, and talking to you. How was your holidays?
It was good, man. I'm in New York now, Staten Island, and I got here. What was that, last Wednesday? It was good, man. It went quick. Watching sports, just staying at home. I haven't been moving around much, activity wise. Usually, my routine's all thrown off. To the most simplest things is drinking a lot of water. Has been like I usually drink like almost a gallon a day, just kind of throughout the day. That's kind of thrown off just because situations or whatever, not having the same type of routine. But it's been good. Christmas is great. Watch a lot of sports. What about
Nice.
yours?
It was straight. Just had some family over, some friends on New Year's Eve. Good food, man. A lot of good food, and then Christmas, I kind of just chilled. I've been chilling, man. Just rewatching Dexter since you told me about it last time we recorded. That's literally all I've been doing. I'm like,
how's that going? What are you on? Season 1, like
season
episode
5.
3?
No,
Oh,
I'm like
okay.
season 5. I've been running through that shit, dog.
Damn, wait, you went through that many seasons? You started off season 1, episode 1, and
Yeah,
since we've recorded?
yeah, just binging.
Bro, sheesh.
It's like one of those shows that like even my mom said it, which was kind of funny. She's like, the acting's not this great in this show. And like more that I looked at it, the acting really isn't that great, but the writing is. Like the things people say and how it is, like it's a good show, and like every freaking episode ends on a cliffhanger. And I'm just like, all right, bro, like I gotta watch another one because you gotta see what he's gonna do. You can't just leave off. You can't just go to sleep. Even though I've already watched it, but like it's good to know that that show has held its value over time.
Yeah, we just watched the last episode, which aired on Sunday. Man, they got me again. Last episode, I said how they keep you interested in kind of the plot, and you kind of know how the show Dexter works, but they keep giving you more and more. So there's like 5 or 6 things going on with this latest season and this latest episode that you think but they somehow have some great writers that keep you guessing. So shout out to them, because that show, and like I said, anything that lasts more than 3 seasons and can keep you interested episode after episode, that's how you know you got a good one.
Yeah, my brother's kind of been watching with me here and there when he has some time, and he saw the episode with what happens to Rita, and he got so upset, bro. He got so mad. He's like, "Yo, this is like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones." I was like, that's a good comparison right there." And I mean, yeah, it's one of those episodes where you just like walk around the house and you're just like clenching your fists and you're like, "Bro, really? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, you couldn't have done something else. Like, should have just."
Bro, that Red Wedding was epic. Like that was things that, like, if you didn't watch it, that's there's nowadays people binge or don't watch things live. Game of Thrones was one of those shows where you had to watch it on Sunday night, because if you waited a day or two, you're just gonna see something by accident.
Yeah. Twitter was like live tweeting episodes. It was like a football game or like a finals game or something. That's how crazy Game of Thrones was when it was out. And I mean, they botched it up, but hey, it is what it is. Game of Thrones was that show ended so bad that I haven't rewatched any of it since.
Yeah, see, that's the debate over it all. Is like we talked about The Sopranos. The Sopranos ended, how you can, the only way you can, spoiler alert, the only way you can end a series or epic series is like sometimes you got to keep them guessing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I guess it's just ways how you can end it and how it was portrayed or how it was that it was okay with me. But Game of Thrones, I think it was just that whole last season that was just ass. And I don't know. I felt like they rushed it or they just wanted to just get it out because people were waiting for so long. And I don't know. It definitely deserves more of, I can't think of the word. It definitely deserved more value, I guess. To
100%. 100%. And that's the debate with any show. It's always the ending that will get criticized, like how even in season 1 of Squid Games, how LeBron James immediately started talking shit about the ending, and then the director was like, all right, if you think you have a better way of doing
do
it,
it
then
yourself.
let me know. Yeah,
Yeah.
do it yourself, please. And it's funny, ironically, it's like the same thing anyone would do to LeBron James at the end of games. Like, oh, I would have passed it. I would have done this. And it's
Yeah.
like, we don't know. We're just talking
Right.
shit. Like LeBron,
Right.
you should know the first thing it takes to criticize, something epic.
For real. That
But
reminds me of a tweet that was like, if athletes go to regular people's jobs and criticize them, it's like bag those groceries quicker.
for real, like you can't. I know we're all human and we all think we know more than the next person, but it is what it is. But just to kind of recap, like you said in the beginning to open us up, we are live on Twitter, on YouTube right now. We'll produce it as a regular episode, but bring some more interaction with some people that are, have the time to interact with us, but we'll kind of go about it and see how it works for the first time. Christmas games, whether it's football, we were blessed on this Saturday of Christmas,
Yeah.
did you get, let's talk about more personal. What did you, any gifts that you got, that was, memorable, or you want to shout out some people?
Nah, nothing really. Honestly, I just hung out with family, man. Like, I don't know, just inflation. Inflation got my family no gifts.
Right.
No
No
gifts.
gifts. That's how we ended the last pod. No gifts.
No
Hey,
gifts. Hey, but I
that
am wearing this shirt that you got me, so I'll take it as
yes,
a
sir.
double, birthday
It's
and
good.
Christmas gift. So
Know what
get
I
out
mean?
here. It's a good
Hey,
shirt. I like it, man. Very very
it's,
comfy.
it fits you well.
I try.
It got a little extra large. I was debating whether I should get you a large, but I know you've been beefing up a little bit, so
Beef.
you might have to get you a little swollen in there. For me, sometimes spending time with family is more important. That's
Oh
the,
yeah.
in this crazy last couple of years, that's the greatest gift, I guess you could say, is that appreciation of being able to have that quality time, especially for you, who, doesn't live in that at home or in that same town or city. And especially for me that lives out of state, that coming back, I don't, expectations are low. Just kind of give me that home cooking, that good vibe and good laughs and good conversations. That's all I need. But my mom
That's
got me a ring light, which I'm using today, which ironically I didn't have mine in the suitcase. So shout out moms for the good gifts. Yeah, it was good though. I will shout out my nephew because he just left an hour ago from my mom's house, and he whispered to me, make sure I shout his name out, Lucas, because in the first episode I didn't say his name, and he was upset at me because we haven't recorded in a couple of months. So Lucas, you're getting a shout out. You're the best. I play basketball with him all week. I'm the
nice.
best basketball. In Space Jam. How did you watch the new
The
Space
new one,
Jam?
no, I haven't seen the new one.
Bro, so in the new Space Jam, they're in the locker room. LeBron and the squad is losing at halftime, and they talk about like Michael Jordan and who comes out, Michael B. Jordan. So like Lucas only knows the name Michael Jordan from being Michael B. Jordan. It's crazy. It's like, hey, Michael Jordan, you mean Michael B. Jordan? So
Like,
he has no idea who Michael Jordan is. He only knows Michael B. Jordan. So when we play ball, I joke around and I'm like, I'm Michael A. Jordan, just to be a little better because he has no idea. So I can't even I can't even reference what I mean. So the only way to show him that I'm like good is like I'm Michael A. Jordan. I'm the best basketball player, So.
Hey, that video you sent me, you putting up some jump shots. That shit look crispy, boy.
Yeah, man. I put up, what was it, 500 shots, in the lab. Shout out to my boy Steve with the Blueprint Basketball Academy. He's doing great work in the, for the youth as far as, basketball in Staten Island. And, he started off his own academy with his own money, kind of him and his boy. Dude, it's dope. I went to their situation they got going on in the courts. He had a private session going on with a young girl
Nice.
at the time. Let me come in, put up 500 shots, shot 48%, from the field. And that was with like my first 30 shots being like, I was probably
loose
3 for 30 in my first 30. So actually the percentage is kind of higher when you get into the rhythm. But man, this right here, some people call this the weenus. I don't know what this is called, but it hurts from doing this, bro. It hurts.
Oh, I bet. That shit ain't no joke.
He thought my shoulders were going to be sore, but it wasn't. I was used to that because I put up at least probably 300-400 shots a day in South Florida. But, man, doing the same action, making sure you got that gooseneck.
Follow through.
You know what I mean? You got one of these. That hurts. So I'm excited to keep doing that. Shout out, Steve. I appreciate you. And, Blueprint Basketball Academy. Appreciate everything you're doing for the island. Training the Utes, as I say.
The Utes.
Yeah, man. So let's see. Oh, we got some people. Oh, he can't comment. Dom talking stuff like he can't comment, and he can. So we got to put him on.
Dom always talking crazy. How many times have you heard Bing Bong?
Dude, my nephew says Bing Bong all the time.
My next question.
He's like, "Fuck your life, Bing Bong." Like 5 years old. Crazy, dude. You gotta experience him. He's on another level.
Yo, that's funny as hell.
Speaking of that, I'm watching the Knicks in Detroit right now, but hopefully we hopefully nice shirt, Sama. Shout out Bree. Shout out. Oh, Matt's in the building. Make sure you keep that weenie in shape. I got to. Ray Vaughn. He'll get that. Nobody else will. So what else? Just want to kind of get the kind of shout outs before we go into any topics and stuff. Trying to get people live in here. But you're still obviously in Boca, South Florida.
Yeah, I just decided that I'm probably just gonna leave after Bree and Vito's B-Day thing because like my dad was supposed to have some procedure today, but I guess it got canceled or whatnot. So I didn't want to leave and then like come back for that and then leave again. So I don't know, man. Things just keep piling on top of one another and whatever the case may be. And now I'm just probably here till a week after New Year's, I guess. So
that's how it always is with you. You're like, oh, I'm just coming for X, Y, and Z. Next thing you know, you're here for a month, which is always appreciated.
That's why, like, the first time I came on a flight, I booked a round trip, and then I was like, I don't want to go. And I just missed my flight. So now I just book a one-way and then book another flight back whenever I do decide to leave. So it's $100 flight. I can't complain.
Yeah, no, that's a good – and, yeah, that drive is, 4 hours? So it's not a horrible drive. It just –
ass.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There's no scenery. It's all trees. It's all trees.
When I drove down to South Florida for the first and only time leaving New York, I remember once I got to Jacksonville, it was like, I'm at least in the state,
right.
But it still took a while. And you're right. It's nothing scenic.
No.
Not good. I just wanted to get there. I drove 18 straight line. I drove 18 straight hours. I think I left my crib at like 6 a.m. I got to South Florida, which was Coconut Creek at the time, by midnight. So it was exactly like 18 hours. I stopped one time for like peanuts and to pee. everything else was I was on a mission.
My brother's done that drive from down here up to New York, and it's brutal. I was gonna go with him, but I decided not to. I changed
Yeah.
my mind.
Let's see what else we got going on. Here we go. I'm sending people some of the links now so they could join us, see what they got going on. Let's do that. But
Yeah, I just sent it to a few of my chats as well.
yeah, I'm doing that now. Some people saying they can't comment, so that's why I'm making sure that they can. There's actually also, if you're listening to this and you want to join the lab, you want to enter the lab, depending on who you are, we can send you a link that will, bring you in the studio with us. But give us a heads up so we gotta qualify you first.
Right, right, right.
We don't want to be bringing
We gotta,
people
we gotta
in.
brief you. We gotta brief
Yeah,
you.
please. You don't got to send in a resume, but
make sure you don't got no foolishness going on in the background.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They can't be. It's funny because I thought about this. Like I played it out in my mind. I was like, oh, if so and so wanted to hop in, I'll like send them a link, and I'm like, bro, it could be madness behind them. And like, do you really like? Then you jeopardize because at the end of the day, we're gonna put this out as a podcast,
right.
So it's like you don't want to hear some craziness and it breaks up like the flow or whatever. But hey, we're open to it, is what we're saying. We're trying new things. Episode 2. We're trying to go live. We're trying to do different. Right now, we're on Twitter and YouTube. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Speaking of the shout outs, with shouting out Lucas, he wanted me to shout out his baby brother that has yet to be born, Sebastian, a.k.a. Bash. We're going to call him like Bam, Bam, and Bash, Smash and Bash, because them boys going to drive us crazy, bro. So
nice.
He's due in like March, April. Yeah. So, what are your New Year's Eve plans?
Probably just chilling at the crib. Your mother's name is Karen.
Yeah. I told her before I started recording, she came in and she was moving my ring around. I said, "The door's closed. You could come in here. Just don't say anything."
But nah, as far as New Year's, man, like the last 2 days, I've been kind of like, I had a fever on Monday night. Try to stay up to watch the Dolphins game. I watched a little bit of it, but like I kept nodding off, going to sleep, and then that was the first night that I went to bed before like midnight that I can ever remember. And I mean, I woke up like 5-6 times in my sleep, and then even last night, I told you earlier, bro, like I felt like I wet the bed, bro. Like I pissed myself in my sleep. There was so much sweat. It was gross, man. I immediately like took the sheets off and pillows and all that stuff and just went to sleep on the couch because, bro, I mean, like it was needed. I feel a lot better. But as far as New Year's goes, man, I might get tested for see if I got COVID or whatnot. But like I still got my sense of taste. I still got my sense of smell. So I hope I'm good. But I might just chill at the crib, honestly. Like I've never really been a fan of like going out on New Year's or anything like that. Anyway,
same here.
I feel like it's rookie hours. It's everyone just wants to go out and do whatever. So I might just chill at the crib. I don't know, unless like my brother wants to do something and I feel a lot better in the next day or two. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna chill at the crib.
Yeah, no, I usually don't do much on New Year's Eve. I don't enjoy any of the process of doing it. You have to stay out till at least midnight, and then it locks me in a corner too much. I don't like the pressure of being like, all right, at least I have to hang out at this time. But we might do a little something because the last 3 years I think we've been in the house doing nothing, which I always love. But we might do a little something to celebrate the new year.
When do you come back here?
Fly out tomorrow at what is that, 4 o'clock, and we checked into the flight today. So and we were on. We have a seat because there's been like hundreds of flights being canceled this week and last week. So you never know. So we checked in. So hopefully everything goes well with that. because you never, dude.
Yeah, you don't know
I
what's going
assumed
on.
it. I assumed we weren't gonna get on. So, whatever. Hopefully, we get on and we have a safe flight. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, and then I'll have the next day to figure out my plans for sure. But I think we're gonna go to a party and have some fun and be around some good people.
Nice.
Let's see, man. Let's what do you want to kind of get into? Obviously, more recent. R.I.P. John Madden, the
Yeah,
goat
that's a
of
big topic.
coaching, commentary, color commentary, video games. Man, it's crazy because most people won't know him for what he did to the game of football, right? As far as coaching, right? And if you
Yeah.
don't, you know him from color commentary. And if you don't know that, you know him from
He's
video
definitely
game.
played Madden before.
Yeah, you at least know the name Madden. The name Madden has been used as like a noun, an adjective, like whatever it is. It's brilliance, and you only get brilliance from as far as what you kind of go through your lifetime if you have a brilliant man and somebody that's a goat in his craft. So uh, what happened, when you heard the news, whatever, like what kind of made you reflect and think about your childhood playing Madden or interacting with that?
I mean, honestly, I don't remember any of his coaching. I'm too young for that, for sure. I do remember little bits and pieces of color commentary. Um, that was like always Monday Night Football. I mean, you kind of tuned in for him, and then second was the game. But yeah, I remember playing like Madden '04 with Vic on the cover, and like I used to go to the teen center. They had this thing in Boca, the teen center, where like they had a bunch of different systems and video games and foosball tables and ping pong table and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, like Madden was always the first game people was getting. Like everyone was trying to play Madden. Yo, let's play Madden. Let's play Madden. Like that was it. And I mean, most people know most of their football from Madden. It's before even you played Pop Warner, before you played whatever the case may be. You draw up plays from Madden. That's how you learned your football. So, like you said, I mean, you put it awesome, brilliance. There's really no other way to really say it. And I mean, RIP. And I'm sure the NFL is going to do something to honor him. I don't know if they'll do something on Thursday night, but they'll definitely do something uh, on Sunday to honor him, probably in all the games. I'm sure the Raiders are going to do something for
Yes,
sure.
sir, as they should. And the
Yeah,
Raiders been through a year. They had a season, as they say, self-inflicted most of the wounds.
yeah,
But at least it sometimes is, like that poetry where it's like sometimes it ends on a good note where you could celebrate a man's life. Um, he was the youngest, I think, at 32 years old or so to coach. He was the youngest coach, and back then, 40 years ago, that was, nowadays we hire 32-year-olds, 34-year-olds, and it's more like, all right, that's the direction the NFL is moving in.
right.
Not only the NFL, but most sports. Younger, more sophisticated, in tune with the players. But back then, imagine that. Imagine 40 years ago, a 32-year-old where you still
Yeah,
got 36-year-olds, 37-year-olds playing. That can't be perceived well in the locker room.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
not
Brady's
set up for
44.
success, huh?
Brady's 44.
Yeah, just imagine somebody 12 years younger or 10 years younger. So automatically and then he had the success that he had as a young coach, and then kind of went off to do the Madden series and phenomenon in that he was on the cover at first. So um, he was on the cover at first, and then they kind of went to the players being on it. But most people, I had somebody DM the podcast. I think he said something like, "Oh, is that Madden like the game Madden?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, and that's fine.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a woman that DM'd us, but it was like that's what most people's experience is. Oh, is that John like Madden
They're
the
probably going to
video
put him
game?
on the cover of the next game now, to be
As
honest.
they should. They
Calling
have
that
to.
right now.
They
Right now.
have to.
All that shit.
They usually come out every August, right? August,
Yeah,
September.
something like that. It's a few
Have
months
to.
before
That's a
the season.
must, bro. And why they will do it is because, everything's a business at the end of the day. When there's death, there's profit. But there's also legacy in that. So I won't kind of tarnish his death and be like, oh, Madden's going to take advantage of his death. But they should take advantage to show, the what he's done to the game, not only the football game on the field, but also,
I mean,
kind of
I don't know if it'll
games.
necessarily be taking advantage. I think it'll just be like, I mean, they have to. It's showing,
showing love.
Yeah, showing love, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, they have to at that point. There's no way they fumble that bag.
Matt just said in the comments he was 103, 32, and 7. That's crazy. First of all, seven ties.
That's a lot of
fuck
ties.
is he? That's a lot of ties. Right? Ties have been more I think in the last decade than ever. But damn, 7 ties is a personal record. That's a lot of ties. But that's a crazy record. And then he just was like, and then he said, then decided this is too easy. He did leave the game on top. Like phenomenal record. And then just that's just quick maths, as they say, 70%, maybe 73% without my phone. But that's wild. Yeah, and then the Giants keep Joe Judge. Shout out Matt. Right? And then the Giants are like, yo, we're keeping Joe Judge, low expectations. Fuck, what are we doing?
I got Brian Flores. I got a good coach. I'm chilling.
You do have a good coach. That's important.
7 games in a row. Only team in NFL history to lose 7 in a row and then win 7 in a row. That's a Dolphins record. That's typical Miami.
It's an everything
Dolphins
record. That's an everything
record. That's a record that the
literally.
Dolphins
Yeah. Okay. Got you. That's like typical. So, like the Dolphins would be the first team to do that.
Would be the team to do that. So hey, I can't complain. I know it's been against some subpar teams and against teams that have been battling COVID and this and that. But hey, it's the NFL. Any given Sunday, baby, or Monday night like last night, 2 nights ago. But we all right.
Yeah, man. The fact that you could be 1-7 at the time, I think it was.
Yeah,
you win your first game. The fact that you could be 1-7, and then come back because as a Giants fan, or anybody that has had a team that has lost time after time, whether it's professionally as a fan or if me and you played beer pong. Let's keep it as simple as that. And we keep losing game after game. Eventually, we're going to look at each other like, it's not my fault. It's your fault. Right. You know what I mean? Just naturally. Let's sum it up to the most, idiotic, simple thing. And as a team, as a franchise with a lot of money, a lot of expectations, every time you lose and then compound that loss with another loss, and then like the Miami Dolphins times 7, holy shit. Locker room's not good.
No,
the fact that you could get a times 7 compounded and then coincided with, yeah, man, that's a big deal. I think that should be that. A lot of things are going to be broke down about who they played because the quality of teams have not been good. It's been teams like the Jets, the Giants, the Ravens, the Texans. I could go on and on. Not great teams. The Ravens are the best team in that span, or the Saints have been the best team in that span. But also, if you look at those injuries and COVID and all that, whatever, doesn't matter. If you could win 7 games in the NFL, I got to give you win 3 games in a row. I don't care who you're playing in the NFL. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's not like the other team's not
trying. They're professionals.
So it's like you said, it's definitely something that should. I don't watch ESPN or Sports Center or any of that kind of stuff anymore. So I don't know if they're talking about it, but I mean that should be something that should be being talked about because it is impressive. And we got 2 games left. We got the Titans and we got the Pats. So we already beat the
Big.
Pats first game of the year, but if we can win those 2 games, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might
Big
do some
time.
crazy shit. I might do some crazy shit, man.
Right?
If we beat the Titans this week, I'm going to that game on down in Miami against the Pats. It's a fact.
So is that week 18?
Yeah, week 18 now.
First of all, 18 is my favorite number, and I love that I was born on September 18th. And once I figured out that 18 wasn't a popular number in sports, Peyton Manning made it famous.
He did.
I started to love it even more. But the fact that now golf is 18 holes, we got fucking 18 weeks of football, I like that. I like that a lot.
Hey, you got a big week of football coming up yourself too.
Who?
You?
Me? Yeah. We got fucking top 5 pick type vibes.
No. Fantasy wise.
Oh,
baby.
Fantasy. Shout out fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You see me?
I see.
So we'll say it. Ford has a league. 12 players entered. 2 are remaining. I'm one of the 2. The matchup is I'm currently giving about, I think, 3.5, maybe 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good matchup. Let's read off my, we got time. We're going live, whatever. Let's read off my squad. It's our pod. We do what we want. I came in that league, by the way. So before I say my team, I had the number 12 pick in this league.
Yeah.
So that's already a disadvantage. And what I do with that 12 pick, this is what I turned it into. I turned it into Tom Brady, Jonathan Taylor, Stephon Diggs, Tyler Lockett, Goddard, Brandon Cooks. I got 2 defenses, Colts and Packers. I've been alternating. Jamal Williams, Marvin Jones. I got Pollard, as a little flexy. Shout out my boy Justin Jackson that got me to the championship this week. Picked them up. I don't know why somebody in your league, if somebody's in your league that's listening, that dropped them because he dropped them for some reason, knowing that Eckler was going on the IL or whatever you call it with COVID, he dropped them. And it didn't update on the projections, but it was news. He dropped them. I was like, oh my. And guess what, bro? When I added him, I didn't have to waiver. It's just add. To the point where I added him and I was like, oh my God, arrest me.
Got away with murder.
That illegal. Collusion. So I'm not playing him obviously this week, but I got a little squad and who he has going up. So right now, projections got 125.5 me in favor, which I never agree with projections because we all know ESPN don't know dick about shit. And then we got Kittle work it out, projected to score 124.2, 49% losing ratio. I got a 51 winning ratio. He's got Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Najee Harris, Gage, Osborne, Kittle, Singletary. I think I have confidence. I have confidence in my team.
Hey, you know what?
I got confidence.
We both actually in the finals.
Ooh, which one are you?
I'm in the finals in Trav's league.
Talk your shit.
We split it. We already decided on that. We split it. So,
See the split shit. Who you splitting it with?
With Trav.
You split? Yeah. I heard that was a thing a few years ago, and I was like, I'll play for keeps. I'll play for keeps.
we talk. I hang out with Travis a lot, so we've been talking about this for like a month and a half now. So we told each other, we're like, yo, if somehow, some way it comes down to the 2 of us, what you gonna do, bro? You gonna split this shit? He was like, it. Yeah. But I did have the most points. So I got my buy-in back.
Yeah, all right, bet. I've been keeping a little log because as you get in these tough times, as money starts getting, here's 40K, here's 30K. You know what I mean? You start, gotta keep, an Excel, spreadsheet on that shit. You start realizing it's like, yo, let me keep track of how much money I'm spending on this fantasy sports. So I took track for the first time this year. And I might, if I do my thing, I'll come up, if not even, way more. So that's all I do it for. I don't do it for, the money. I do it for the the respect, the dignity. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, I'm out here.
I'm out here. Shout out Cooper Kupp.
Shout out Boober Buck, the greatest. Could be one of the greatest, if not, it probably will be the greatest wide receiver season of all time. But shout out the white wide receivers that never get no love from those skill positions of running back and wide receiver and cornerback.
You know, this year,
Yeah,
I was just about to say, this year, I think it is the first white corner in like 20 plus years or some shit. Some crazy thing. Like, no white dude wants to play corner. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's weird. There was a few out there back in the, in the last decade, especially in the last 20, 30 years, but like, especially in the last 5 years, I haven't seen. And Weedle, no. What was his name? Weedle?
Oh,
Ravens?
Weddle?
He was
safety.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, safety. Yeah, that's not the same. Different position.
Different, yeah.
You're right. Damn. Yeah, there's not many. Damn, that's crazy. Yo, let's step up. Let's get some more.
You're not playing corner, bro.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that like there's certain positions that are just not meant for other species of humans.
White dudes like to stick to like offensive line.
Yeah, I get it. I like that. Eat a lot. One job, just block the other person from coming behind you. I get
Speaking
that.
Of
I respect it.
Lineman, yeah. Did you see Joe Burrow got his O-line iced out G-Shocks?
I did not see that. Send that.
Are G-Shocks making a comeback?
Hey, can you put a little internet? Maybe you could, share. Maybe you could use your Google.
G-Shocks making a comeback, dude?
G-Shocks.
Because I've been seeing like G-Shock ads on Instagram, and I haven't said a word about G-Shocks.
Might be coming back. Honestly, no lie, I just found my USB, and I see myself in a G-Shock. I got red, I got black, I got white.
Yo,
bro, I look fresh as fuck.
G-Shocks are clean, bro.
20 years old, rocking a red G-Shock. Woo! $100, maybe 75 on eBay. Shit looks tough.
75 on eBay.
Maybe 75. I might have copped a good one on eBay for $75. That was fire. Matt, if you're listening, Matt knows about G-Shocks.
Yeah, G-Shocks were fire, dude.
Look it up. Try it. Show some internet love. Yeah. We got technologists now.
Elliot got a pay grade and he's going crazy.
Yeah, you're going crazy.
You're going crazy, man.
Yo, people are saying you can't comment on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now and I'm commenting. I don't know what y'all talking about. Look, I hit live. Oh, look, I'm looking at myself. This is weird. This is like the Matrix. I'm looking at myself, looking at myself. It's weird. But just to keep it going, in the meantime, in between time. Oh, you found the video? Yeah. Can we use some technology on that?
Yeah, I'm about to right now.
Ooh. Just make sure your tabs don't have, other things going on. Always make sure. Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Look at that iced out G-Shocks, man.
Damn.
Right?
Sheesh.
Diamond's so bright you can't even focus.
Damn, yeah. Maybe G-Shocks are making, because what a lot of companies do is they usually get into the young crowd. So like Joe Burrow, they got like Jonathan Taylor, the young vibes. They might be giving them deals. You know what I mean? Like they might be like, all right, we're trying to make a comeback. How do you do it? You don't hit up Tom Brady. Obviously, that's who you want to go. But Tom Brady got a lot of people knocking at the door.
Yeah, Tom Brady got like tag healer and shit.
You go after the Utes. The Utes are the ones that will show that love.
The Bengals, because what was it? I think I saw a stat that said Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase, first NFL history, any of those, they're all Mixon's the oldest, he's 25, but all of them are, and so is Burrow. I think Burrow's like 24, 25. All of them 25 or under to have 1,000-yard seasons, and Burrow to have like 4,000 passing yards or something like that. Youngest team
Oh
to
wow.
of those players. Yeah, they've been going off. Burrow threw for like 525 the other day, dog. That's college
Bruh.
numbers. You don't do
And
that.
he was trying to. It's funny because he got a. I was watching on Red Zone and my guy on Red Zone was hyped, talking about the historical 500. He threw a touchdown pass that got called back, and it was like, oh man, like it got called back, and then he like Joe Burrow was trying to throw for 500, and you could tell like at the end of the day, that's what we should do. Like I hate teams that are like, oh, you try to run up a score. First of all, you're professionals.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like if you're playing softball in my backyard and you're trying to run it up on me, we fighting. You know what I mean? We're fighting. Like you're trying to disrespect me, my family, my girl, like whatever. But if we're professionals,
yeah,
let's handle it. Let's go. Come get me.
Yeah, that was what I was telling myself the other night watching the Cowboys Washington game. Like Cowboys were up like 40 points and Dak's still throwing the ball. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Of course, the only reason I even cared about it was because I had some Ezekiel Elliott prop bets. Otherwise, I'd be like, yo, let Dak sling that thing. But you up 40 points and you still throwing the ball. The other team got to feel some kind of way.
Yeah, no, what you have on that prop bet? Talk about it.
It was Zeke over rushing yards. It was like 52.5 and over 13.5 carries. He ended with 9 carries for 37 yards. And it was probably on like the first drive.
It was a very weak because I had Pollard and I was nervous about getting into the championship, so I needed Pollard to at least like produce, like show up. Don't hit a 0, don't get hurt. So I was paying little attention to that, and they didn't run the ball well at all. It was all like obviously defense and kind of passing and all that. But I also didn't want Gallup to get a lot of points or a couple other people. So I was paying attention to that game, but I wasn't too nervous about it. But you made some money on that?
No.
Nah.
I took the over. I took the over, and the over hit first half. So it was a wash. But
okay,
it would have been nice to.
I mean, nobody could project that type of game. That's crazy. ESPN will claim that they projected that, but
yeah, of course,
it's not true. Let's see who's paying attention. You got anybody talking in your group chats that want to hop on? We're open to it.
No, nothing as of right now.
Nobody you could qualify yet.
No. Still too early. We're still doing some preliminary auditions.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Especially from that group chat.
Especially, I'm still even sending myself the link to everybody. We're just shooting the shit, having fun. Let's see what we got here. Let's see who I can send it to. I'm gonna send it to Phil. Let's see what he got. I'm about to go to Phil's house in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shoot. Oh, I'm gonna send it to my fantasy basketball chat too.
LeBron, the youngest player to get to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. We'll be here all night if I keep going number by number, but from 1,000 to 36,000 career points, youngest player to achieve that milestone. And he's got 36,000 points, 9,000 assists, 9,000 rebounds. He's going to get probably 40,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds by the time it's done. And I don't think we'll see that ever again by anybody. That's just me saying that right now. I don't think that'll happen.
Well, he's on pace, as we say. He's on pace. That boy, chosen one, as you said last episode, self-proclaimed. My man got the crown, the throne, chosen one. God damn. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of athletes, musicians, artists that claim it day one, right? That point intended, sit on that throne day one. Bruh, have you ever your life now or prior to, if you could, if you're a historian of this, have you ever seen someone meet those expectations?
Dude, it's not even. I don't even think that's to meet them is one thing. To like meet those expectations is like one thing, but to stay at the top for as long as he's had, especially in basketball, because there's a lot of young up and coming players, and there's like KD, um, other players that we've had come through that just haven't. I mean, KD, yeah, he's reached it. Curry, D Wade, but what he's been able to do, not really get hurt and just stay at the top of what he self proclaimed, and just not have any. The only thing off the court that's lack about him is his personality, and we talk about it all the
Yeah,
time. He's a corny ass dude, but
he is corny.
he could
He
get
is
away with it.
corny.
He could get away with it, but
The only
man,
reason why I'm hanging out with LeBron is because his name. His personality is shit. But whatever.
he double hockey sticks.
Fuck, he's corny.
But like I said, I don't think we see anybody like that in not just basketball, but in sports. He's like Goku.
Yeah, and maybe Bronny's the fucking Gohan. That'd be great. That'd be great for all of us, right?
It would.
Like
Especially
I'm not gonna
for
hate.
NBA.
I'm not gonna hate on Gohan. I'm not like because Gohan had. It's funny because me and my brother were talking about this when he came over. I showed him a website, Movie Joy.
Yeah.
Don't put it out on paper.
I just use that
Joy.
shit
Shout out. And then I have this other iWeb thing that I can stream to Chromecast, and I showed him about it. He was fixated. But we were talking about Dragon Ball Z because I was showing him what I'm up to. But man, think about that. Like Gohan, you're Goku. And then you come out and you're like son of Goku. Like your expectations are already high. And this man exceeds it. So like it's gonna be great to see what Bronny could do. And I want him to develop, I want him to grow. I don't think we should put any expectations because anything that comes from greatness is never. Yeah. But man, let Bronny Jr. grow, develop. Let's all help him, in the media, in social media, whatever we got to do, because why wouldn't we all want to see greatness extended?
Do the opposite of, and when I say y'all, I don't mean you. Do the opposite of what y'all did to Michael Jordan's son.
For real, Jeffrey Jordan, right? Like, what was his name? Like, I don't even remember if it was his name is Jeffrey Jordan or Michael Jordan Jr. Like,
he
come
was
on,
at he was at like UCF, and I think they got fined or some shit because he wanted to wear Jordans instead of like Adidas or something.
Well, one of them played. I don't know if it's the same one, but I know his first son that I listened to or watched was played for Illinois. I could look that up real quick, but I know was it Michael? I don't know, fucking Michael Jordan.
Exactly. So do the complete opposite.
Yeah, the fact that I don't know for sure his name, Michael Jordan's son. I think he played for Illinois. He had goggles. I remember that. Yeah, look, Marcus Jordan had goggles. Look at that. Oh man, he got arrested. Oh shit! Shit on the Googles. Jeffrey Jordan. Yeah, factual. For y'all that don't know, Jeffrey is Michael Jordan's middle name.
Yeah.
Which cocky motherfucker names his name Jeffrey? I guess. Yeah, you don't want to name your fucking son Michael Jordan again. It's crazy. That's why Michael Jordan had to be Michael B. Jordan. Duh.
Yeah.
I know when my nephew listens to this, he hates when people say duh. So sorry. Stop with the duh. Dog, every time you say the D word, he looks at you like, don't say it. Don't say it. Sorry. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. The GOAT, according to my nephew. He's more important than fucking Michael J. Jordan.
Nah, Michael B. Jordan did snap on Black Panther though.
Yeah. 100%. He was. You gotta, when you're playing a villain these days. Well, I mean, I would argue any day, but you gotta have that. Do we like you? do we hate you? Like, what am I supposed? Like, you got to have a little bit of that. When you watch a villain, you got to be like, I hate you because you're a villain, but I don't know if I should hate you. I think I like
Right.
you. That's
Yeah.
important in today's villain because we're so polarizing, but also we're so conflicted. Like, a lot of people want to live vicariously through a villain, like myself. Like, I always root for
Yeah.
villains. Even the Power Rangers days. I remember watching Power Rangers back in the day and be like, I want that dude to like kill these dudes. Like, that was what I did. Like, that's how I thought. But you have to be polarizing as a villain. You can't be
Yeah.
one side. You have to be
Especially
like
like
love them
as,
both.
as he's introduced, because they're trying to get all the vibranium and shit. And then he's like, "Oh, how much for this one?" And she's like, "Oh, that's not for sale." He's like, "How do you think y'all got it in the first place? I'm gonna do exactly what y'all did." So you're just like, "Oh shit, he's got a point," you know. And then he just steals that shit, and then like you find out who he actually is. So like that in some way gives you some reason to root for him, but then you're like, damn, it's T'Challa though. Like you can't go against T'Challa. And then he just beats his ass.
Yeah, that was. I got to rewatch it. I watched that in theaters actually. Had a great experience watching it, and damn, that was, dude. What was his name? Original Chadwick.
Bozeman.
Yeah, man. I talked about him recently with the whole uh, what was Louis Vuitton dude designer
Oh, Virgil.
Virgil. Yeah. On this podcast, if you're listening for the first time, I'm gonna forget a lot of names and things, but once I get going, like bear with me.
I got your back.
Yeah,
Like
this is why
74% of
this
the
is why
time.
I'm not podcasting alone. I have to have somebody to help me out. But yeah, man, the fact that those two human beings in such a big stage, there's a lot of people in regular life that don't even have close to anything experience to publicity and notoriety and all that stuff that talk about their business, and these two human beings kept it low key. I'll always talk about that. You know what I mean? Because that's special.
Yeah,
They didn't.
that's
They didn't. They didn't use it for profit. They didn't use it to get love. They did it the right way.
yeah. I mean, Chadwick Boseman was the first person I thought about when uh, we found out Virgil died. Because I mean, it was two two black dudes, like both in their careers in their own
Prime,
type,
prime.
exactly, prime
That's like
type of
LeBron
things.
James, 30 years old, dying. Like
Yeah, and
same
not
thing.
telling nobody and not saying a word about it. Like Bozeman was doing all the Marvel movies because he wasn't just in his own Black Panther
And
movie.
those Marvel movies, they don't do one. They sign up for at least two, and
Yeah,
then they renegotiate after that.
he was doing all of that, and then he was doing he did Jackie Robinson. I forget what other movies he did, but he did other movies. And then you got Virgil. He was the face of Louis Vuitton for a minute, and he had his own shit with Off White. So that's it's nothing easy to do, and they could have very easily came out and been like, "Yo, this is what I have going on in my personal life. I'm gonna take some time, be with my family, and fuck all y'all." But they didn't. They stayed true to themselves in some kind of way, and they were doing what they loved. So, I mean,
Yep.
that's what we can really, when we talk about them now, that's what we're going to think of. And probably in some sort of way, that's what they were thinking themselves. But he ain't got shit on Kobe. That was tough too, man. That was tough. That was one of those things. Kobe was one of those things that you're always going to remember where you were when you heard the news.
For real. Damn, dude. Just to bring it up, I think we brought it up in utility players, but just to kind of rehash it, I remember it's crazy when you remember like a specific time, whether it's tragedy or glory or some high or low. You will remember it. You won't remember it in between. In between is regular. You remember the bad, the horrible, the tragic, and then you remember the triumph, the best, the glory. And I remember everything about that Kobe Bryant day, before and after. Like, me and Bree go to Whole Foods, go shopping, eat lunch. I'm outside. I see TMZ. she's inside Whole Foods, and it's one of these like things where you're like looking at your phone, you look at it, you check other social media platforms, and then you look around, right? You do that look around, it'll be like, is anybody else
So does
looking at
anyone
their
else
phone?
know what's going on?
For real. Like if I could scream it, I'd be like, yo, Kobe just died. Like, but I looked around for 10, 15 minutes, maybe less. Looked around, like, is anybody else freaking out? Because I'm freaking out. I'm by myself. I had to go inside of Whole Foods because I was having a panic attack. I was like full blown mental, like emotional panic attack of someone just died that I don't know personally, but I might as well have known them personally, and I need to share it with somebody. Walked into Whole Foods, told her. I didn't expect anything out of her. Like I was just like, I just needed to say it. I just needed to hear the words come out, have somebody else react, and then I like walked away again. Like it was traumatic. And then I had people over, Vito, all the crew over for WrestleMania, Royal Rumble that night. The same night, Royal Rumble. That's why I remember it. Because like we all got together for Royal Rumble, and we were a mess. We were a mess, bro.
Yeah, I was at work that day. Unfortunately, it was a slow ass Sunday, and like I hadn't had any customers in, and finally someone comes in, and lady wants to buy an iPhone, Apple Watch. I'm like, all right, cool, easy sale. I go in the back and like I'm waiting for the safe to open because the safe that we had a time delay before it opened, and I hadn't even been on social media. I was just chilling, and I just see the text messages start piling up because I it was all the group chats, and I got all the group chats on mute, and I just start seeing them pile up, and I finally click on it, and everyone's talking about it, and I kind of did the same thing. I just looked around, but I knew there was no one there because I was the only one working that day. I'm just like in the back, like looking on my phone, like, bro, like what is happening right now? And I had the exact thing that the lady wanted, but I went back out and I was like, sorry, ma'am, I don't got that. I can order it for you if you want. She's like, no, I'm just gonna go to another store. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. She walks out and I locked the door. I locked the door and like I called my dad, I called my brother. And I was just like, yo, I love y'all. And that
For
was it.
real.
And I just sat there at my desk for a good like half hour, just not even looking, just sitting down like this, looking down and like
Bruh.
looking at social media and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Because at that point, everyone was trying to get out some story to, you know, no one cares about what's right or wrong anymore. They just want to get something out. It's all about clickbait,
Yep.
which is a fucking shame. But I mean, that was a day. That was that was a day. I was a mess, and like I said, I've never met Kobe, and like Kobe was like, you know, I love hate thing. Like every
Yeah.
time we played the Heat, I was like, yo, fuck this guy. But whenever you got to watch him play, it was like one of those things where you might not get to see that happen again. What he was doing on the basketball court.
And to end on this, my greatest memory of Kobe, well, two memories, but one specifically back in high school. I think I talked to my mom and convinced her somehow, as young youths do, to get me the NBA League Pass, which was, 150, whatever it was, $200, which is a lot of money now, a lot of money then, right? Let's say it's over 100. Somehow convinced her to get it for me because I was into basketball, I was locked in, and she got it for me. And there's a game, if you YouTube it, I actually seen it on social media recently, where Kobe hit two buzzer beaters to win the game, meaning the first one to go into overtime, and then the second one to win overtime. Uh, I watched that live at like 1 a.m. NBA League Pass when I was in high school, and that changed my life. Like literally, like because how I thought about it was, if I didn't have NBA League Pass, I would have never seen that.
Wouldn't have seen it.
I
Yeah.
would have never seen that greatness. And then the other times were with Matt, who's commenting now on YouTube, where we watched that man have those battles with Boston Celtics. When he used to bite that jersey. You
Iconic.
know what I mean? Like I'm ready. I'm built for this shit. And damn. So randomly that we went on a Kobe rant, and I'm
Yeah.
sure none of our listeners or watchers will disagree with us, but
Yeah,
that man was immortal. We all thought he was immortal.
yeah. For me, it was when he just went on like a month straight of dropping 40 plus. Like that's not going to happen again. Like you're not going to see a player do that. And then, of course, his buzzer beater banked 3 against the Heat, and he even told Wade, he's like, "That's the luckiest shot of my career." So
Yep,
like,
that was at home, like
yeah,
getting it going from
like
right
fading
to
away,
left,
out,
fade
yeah,
away, bank shot.
big shot.
Yeah,
Like, come
it
on,
was.
bro.
I feel like it was on like a Christmas or something like
I
that.
think it
Some
was a
type of
Christmas. Yeah,
right.
I said a lot of explicits that day, and I was very mad. But I mean, just when he tore his Achilles and still came back and hit free throws, and then his last game of his career dropped 60. Like,
Come on,
come
come
on.
on, come on, Doug.
And the thing is, I'm glad we started talking about this because Kobe is that perfect like villain, polarizing character in sports, because it's like you either like really love him and want to be on his side, or you're just like, yo, fuck this guy. Because that only happens to people that are actually great at what they do. Like you don't get that from like average players unless they're on your team and they really suck, like Evan Fournier. That's about it. But Kobe had that thing about him that he was that villain, and he embraced it. He wanted that. Like he was like, "All right, you're bullying me. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop 50 on your favorite team now."
Bro, assassin. That's why like the stories about Michael Jordan, I love this story that I heard where it's like, every great athlete or great, at his profession has to find motivation every single day, every single night. There's 82 games in a season. That's long to be great at. What Michael Jordan did was he would find a rookie that was either playing in a game, find out that his parents or his family was in the crowd. It's like, I got you. I'm gonna make sure your family in the crowd goes home with a memory, and it's not gonna be you.
It's not.
You know what I mean? Like that was the cool, one of the coolest stories. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing the language of it, but that's the type of shit that somebody like a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, maybe a LeBron James, obviously stories only get cooler and more fascinating after somebody retires or passes, but that was the type of shit that you got to find motivation for. You know what I mean?
There's going to be a lot of those kinds of stories about Kobe that should come out and are probably going to come out in the next few years once they start making more and more things about him. Players that are still playing that played with Kobe that are going to want to, say it like in some kind of documentary or whatever. And I'm here for it, man. Like that.
For real.
That's got to get recorded.
Please. All right, man.
Black Panther production still hasn't paid their multi-million-dollar Amex bill for no reason.
Sheesh.
Also, one of my favorite villains, which is why we got on this topic. Probably can't even see.
Show that off, please. Right before we started recording. Show that off.
Shout out my boy Berto for the link. He sent it in one of the chats. Had a cop right away. Boy Frieza.
Ooh.
See it?
Wait, I think you gotta put it closer maybe to the cam. Yeah, something like that. All right. Oh. Disconnected. Part-time. Still live. We connect. You show up. He's back.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you can see little me in the background real quick.
You disconnected real quick.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to change. How do I don't even know how to do this. Change my background on this thing yet, but it is what it is.
Ooh, Filas. Dog, those are sharp.
I don't even want to wear them like I was telling you. Man.
Dog, I know. You buy those kicks that you're like, all right, where are we going? How's the weather? How many people are going to be there? Because I want to make sure that not a lot of people are there to step on them. I don't want no. Oh, we go in there and it's open bar. That means drinks are getting it. Nah, I won't wear them.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
and for the fellow sneakerheads that know what's up, missed it. I licked the sole.
yeah, show that up. I
Yeah,
was just
man.
telling Vito, I got a pair of Travis Scott 4s that are worth over $600 that I wore 2 times, bought for like $250. Probably should sell them because I've probably won't wear them as often. I might as well get some money because I'm not gonna wear them. But a part of me is like the fact that I have them. It's like stupid shit. Like, oh, the status of me having them is one thing, but like I probably should sell them. Whatever.
Do you think he comes out with another shoe?
Oh, he will. Travis Scott's not going away, bro.
Yeah,
So
I
he
know he's
killed
not
10.
going away.
So he killed 10 people and like 2 children. Don't matter. Way more people have done worse and still make millions. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to pass credit to those people, but
Oh yeah,
you can do
Tiger
a lot.
was playing that day too. Like Matt said, Tiger was playing that day. I remember. Yeah.
Oh, was he? Yeah. Same as wow. That's crazy. Matt with the facts today. I appreciate you, Matt. Logging in, commenting. Thank you. I'm gonna see him in a little bit. We're gonna meet up at Phil's crib. Have some fun for the last couple hours of the night.
Also, Jeff Bezos, send me the workout plan or whatever you're taking, whatever you're on. I need it ASAP. Let me know. I'll buy it. I'm sure it's on Amazon. Just let me know what it is, bro. I'm sure you're hiding it in some other kind of thing, whatever the case may be, but I need that shit.
Need it. So right before we hopped on, I watched Book of Boba Fett, first episode of the new season. You know, people were hype about it on Disney Plus. You could get it if you're subscribed. Pretty good. First episode is usually a backstory. Obviously, it's a another series off Mandalorian, also in Star Wars in general. Recommended.
Gotta watch it. My Disney Plus has been acting up, so if it's working, I'm gonna tune in once we get off this.
Hey, we family now. You know, I got you on the subscription if you need it. You know, I pass.
Let me know. I mean, I got one. I just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I got you. Not live on YouTube. I might have to change the password a couple times before if I do. But text. I got you. But also, I was behind on Spider-Man, and I got caught up. Watched the first 2 of the new series. So basically, the new series is 3 with the newest one last week. Shout out Alex Pica. What up, baby? What up, Cito? We watched it the other day, dude. Spider-Man. Damn, why didn't I watch this sooner? She was fire. First 2 of the 3. I gotta watch the new one now. I'm gonna wait till I get home back to Florida so I can watch it in theaters it didn't come out on any big stream, so I might splurge myself. But mixed reviews on Spider-Man on the 3rd one, but the first 2 were fire. Above 8.2s for me. And then I heard a lot of misconceptions or misreviews for The Matrix. I haven't seen it yet, but have you heard the same?
Yeah, unfortunately, man, I have heard the same.
Right?
That it is trash. It is bad. I mean, is that going to stop me from watching it? Probably not. Because whenever someone tells me something's bad and something's trash and I
want to watch it more.
Shouldn't do it. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to do it. So, I don't know when. Maybe when I get back to Jacksonville and I have nothing else to do, I might put it on just because. But I haven't watched it yet. But, yeah, I have heard that it's very trash. It's very,
very trash. Yeah, I've heard, we were vibing out at Phil's place the other night, and we got into it. And me and his boy Brian connected because when you go into a series like that, that's so classic, epic, timeless, whatever verbiage you want to use, your expectations are high. You have to go into a 4-part movie, a 4th of a series movie. You have to lower your expectations. You can't expect 1 and then 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 2, 4 is better. You have to go into it being like, you know what? This is what we said.
This shit is
Hey,
probably gonna
just
be
give, just get no. Okay, that's one way, but just give me more. Just give me more. More Matrix is not bad. Yeah, if you're
No, it's
spending
not.
$100, it's kind of like fuck. But if you're just watching on HBO Max, which it is on, you're not spending money. You're spending the same subscription. What are you wasting? 2 hours, bitch. You got 24 hours in a day. You sleep for, hopefully, you sleep for 8 of them. Work for
Hopefully.
another 8. You got 2 hours to watch. You'll fucking learn something. But I heard mixed reviews, mostly bad. I'm still gonna watch it, and damn, it upsets me because it's more that series is more relevant now than it was in 1999.
Yeah,
And
it was ahead of its time.
Bro, it's 30, 40, 50 years ahead of its time. If a movie came out like that now, it'd be like, whoa. The fact that it came out 23 years ago, crazy.
Yeah.
Alex, it was Dead on Fort Sama.
It was I. I gotta watch it though, so that way I could, say it for myself.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait to get home. So maybe I'll watch it on HBO Max so I'll reverse it. So at first I was gonna watch Matrix in movie theaters. Now I'll watch it in my living room, and then I'm gonna use Spider-Man to watch in theaters. Cause I feel like I need a nice movie theater night. Need a nice, date night, go out, see some human beings that are fucking horrible. Whatever. Go see them.
These
Not talk
awesome
to them.
people of society.
Yeah. Not interact much with them, but like look at them, judge them, and then, enjoy a movie. But I think that's what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Yeah. What else did we cover? We covered Dexter. Love that you're watching Dexter and you're getting it done. Love that. And then, one thing I wanted to shout out was shout out my boy Kyrie Irving returning. Kyrie! Shout out my boy Kyrie returning to the Nets squad. Scary Hours has returned. Ladies and gentlemen, be scared. Be afraid. Send your hate. Because guess
Only
what?
on away games, though.
Only on away games. Part-time.
Home games, you might be able to relax a little bit.
He's using that PTO for the other times. But guess what? Send your hate. Send your, you're afraid. It's okay. It's okay because every time, if you're not with us, you're against us. So it's okay. Keep it coming. I love it. I'll embrace it. Why, if I was another person, why would I want to see Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris coming back? Fucking Patty Mills, Patty Thrills, Patty Chills. Why would I want to see Nick Claxton dunking on LeBron James on Christmas?
Nasty.
Why would I want to see all this come together? Why would I want to see this all come together? I'd be hating too. I would be against it, but guess what? I've been with this from day one. 2001, I signed up. I said I'm all in, and they paid me back 20 years later. I'm ready.
KD running
Scary
with 4 rookies.
God damn. It's about to be fun. Guess what?
Yeah.
Heat fans, Bucks fans, whoever, Lakers fans, I've been low-key talking shit this year. We're number 1 in the East for at least 85% of the season. And I've been really low-key, and I'm going to remain humble, low-key, because at the end of the day, doesn't matter if we're first in the East, second round, first round, third round. We need finals. We need a finals dub. You will not hear any crazy talk, real crazy talk, until we get that. Until then, you probably want to not tune into this podcast because I'm going to have one episode where I go crazy.
I'm just going to sit. If that does happen for you, I'm just going to sit back and just enjoy. Yeah. It's going to be like the Levitard show after the Heat won the finals that he just went on a rant.
Yeah, and it'll be scripted. It'll be I tell people all the time I have one good movie in me, scripted. I feel like I could write well. I feel like I could put thoughts together. So it wouldn't be a rant. It's going to be like a 5-10 minute, well-documented But hey, we got a lot to go. We got a lot of things we need to accomplish. So that time will come, hopefully. So it's been fun. And great NBA season so far. MLB, by the way, you're still in a lockout. We can't sign people. MLB, y'all fucking up because nobody cares about you. Nobody's talking about you. Nobody's tweeting. Figure your shit out. You're in a lockout right now. Nobody cares. You're not even talked about.
People don't even know they're in a lockout.
Nobody knows they're in a lockout.
My dad's a huge baseball fan. I told him that they were in a lockout, and he was like, "Why? What? I don't know." I'm like, "All right, bro." So I had to like explain it to him. But that's what baseball's at right now. Like, it's not only so bad that they're in a lockout; it's that nobody even knows that we're in a lockout.
Bro,
so when the NBA went in a lockout, everybody fucking knew, and everyone was going crazy, and everyone was talking shit. Everyone was like, "Bro, we got no basketball right now. What do you mean? Like, we need this shit. Like, give me NBA." So, I hope they figure it out for just old fans of the game and people that actually care and for the players. But I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
fucking
MLB slacking. Yeah, shout out the Sugar Canes, Miami Marlins, Cubanos.
Socks, man. The socks too, so comfy.
Oh yeah, man, I got you some socks too. It's funny when did you? I like respect. When I bought the socks, there were two options. I was like, damn, those socks look more comfy than the other ones that I got you. And then they were budget friendly because I had to use a gift card. Money kind of tight right now. I got no liquid right now. No liquid, all assets.
I got no liquid either. All my assets are digital pictures on the internet on a blockchain.
I just got paid the other day after Christmas. I was so hyped to go to the bank. I was like, I got to give this money away. I owe so many people money, so many entities money right now.
USD poor, JPEG rich, baby.
Hey, that's a whole nother. Maybe we get going when Ben hopped on the pod. I know he's been tweeting about that. I think we should save that.
He went off and he told me he went off in one of the Discords, and then he kind of told us what he did, and he said he's gonna get a nice little thread going. So yeah, no, whenever we can get that'll be great. But yeah,
we should.
That's like a Matrix episode. That's a very deep black hole to get into.
When B Wonder comes on the pod, I have topics already for him. So it's either we keep it to one thing specific, whether it's NFTs or whatever, or we just go all in like Joe Rogan style. We're just saying whatever we want, talking about life. I got topics for the next few pods with Ben. Life expectancy. Whatever. Right. What do you think the next world catastrophe will be? Like, you know what I mean? I got the Ready Player One meta universe.
Oh yeah, bro.
Topics. Yeah, we're gonna talk some good stuff.
Nice.
Ben hops on, and this week he was busy, so we'll wait for him. But
that's how it be.
Yeah, that's it, man. Any shout outs on your end? Any little ties?
Shout out Bikini Block. Did say I was going to shout that out. I'll have some other stuff going with that in the next few episodes, but shout out Bikini Block on Instagram. If you got a girl, get her Bikini Block. If you are one of the few girls that listen, get yourself some Bikini Block. Summer's coming up. You don't want to miss out. Shout out my mom. Shout out my dad. Shout out family. And that's pretty much it right now. And shout out to everyone that was on the comments. We appreciate y'all. We'll probably do this more often.
100% now.
It's the way to go.
This is the first trial.
Yeah, it does make the pods a little bit longer than we wanted to, but if the people are interacting, I mean that's honestly what we're here for y'all. So if y'all keep interacting and dishing us assists on what to talk about, then we keep doing it.
Bikini Block, I seen that you posted that all men should unfollow you, but let the record be known we support. She then followed that up by saying, hey, if you support, you like, you're not a creep, show some love. So I feel like as a podcast we follow because we show support. We shouted them out on Small Business Saturday. So you women keep doing your thing. I love it.
Yeah, we feminists.
There's a place for both of us to coincide. Of course. Like we'll do every episode. Shout out BR, Billionaires Row. Guess what? I'm going to be drinking that on New Year's Eve. We're going to put up some posts. Yeah, I'm going to open that bottle up. Billionaires Row. They got that they got that brandy. They got that rosé, champagne. They got that water, as we say here in New York.
The only BR we recognize is Billionaires Row.
Only. Easy. Shout out them until we get officially sponsored. We're unofficially sponsored by them. We don't want no legal suits, so we have to make sure we're unofficially sponsored, just in case, they got them lawyers after us. They shouted us out on a couple of social medias, but that's basically for me. I want to make sure I got my nephew shouted out, my second nephew, Bash, shout out, coming soon. Family, great gifts, great vibes here in New York. Protect yourself from fucking Omicron is coming. But guess what? We didn't freak out before we got the flu. So don't freak out when you feel a little sick. It's okay. It's okay to be a little sick. It's okay to be a little it's acceptable. That's the life. But be grateful that we got modern day medicine. We got solutions for you. Not everything's coronavirus. Not everything's quarantine. Not everything is you can't see your family. Take medicine, rest, drink some water, diet, exercise.
Get
what?
Vitamin D, go outside, Please. Smell the air, smell the flowers, see the sun every now and then.
That's important, bro.
Go do some push-ups.
Go outside, do some push-ups. Run a lap around your house, do something. There's other things. Don't just sit there waiting for a shot to think you're going to fucking be healthy. Like, do other things. It's important. Yeah, but shout out everybody that participated. This was the first time that we tried this kind of going live on Twitter, YouTube with StreamYard. So we're going to try to do it often, if not every episode. Why not? If we could put it out as an episode. But we'll definitely get more interaction next time. We'll promote it better. Shout out Django. Django on the beat.
Smooth. Yeah, shout out Django.
Yeah, gotta shout that guy out. All right, man. I'm about to go kick it at Phil's house.
Nice.
Catch a vibe real quick. What are you about to do?
Up?
Yeah,
go back on the couch, chill.
Are you in mom's closet right now?
Nah, she kind of went to bed a little bit earlier, so I'm in the little room that's like it's like my room kind of sort of when I'm down here, and like my mom's like little like salon type of thing. So mom be grinding, dog.
I feel her.
Grinding.
She be giving them fucking haircuts on site.
Haircuts, manicure.
Like, yo, slide. I got you.
For real.
That real Hispanic. I like that. I appreciate
yes, sir.
That.
Go Heat.
What we will do, we didn't get to Bet the Fort. I know we said that Bet the Fort will come back episode 2, but let's connect off record, get you some pics, post it up, get that going. I know stuff. I know. Yeah, that's NFL be wildin', NBA be wildin'. So now that we have new changes to the rules, let's get you back on Bet the Fort, BTF hashtag, and hold you accountable, because we've been holding you accountable. You're over 60% right now. Yep. Let's keep that going.
I might go live. Might go live this weekend.
There you go.
If I don't even know what this weekend's coming up, but it is a big weekend, so let's get it. Yeah, let's go live.
College football. Yeah, we got a lot. Maybe we'll get together this weekend when we see each other. Maybe before you go back.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna definitely see you for Bree and Vito's thing. So
yeah, that's January 8th. That'll be fun. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, man. episode 2. Appreciate y'all for tuning into live. If you're listening to this on the podcast or YouTube, appreciate you as well. We got great numbers on episode 1 for past people or new listeners or watchers. Keep supporting. We appreciate it. Anything you guys want to hear or want to, listen to, just let us know. We're for the people. That's it. Enter the Lab, episode number 2. Peace.
Deuces. Peace.